فورت لودرديل، المدينة التي تسير على خطى ميامي في اقتصادها القائم على السياحة. في معرض فورت لودرديل ال50 للمراكب يأتي الزوار من كافة المدن الأمريكية لمشاهدة المعرض الأكبر والأضخم. هذا العام كسواه رغم تقلب الطقس عدد الزوار يتزايد وعدد الشركات العالمية. النشاط الاقتصادي يطال مرافق متنوعة في المدينة خلال أيام المعرض.
This is the biggest and greatest boat show in the world. If you're not coming, you're living your life wrong.
Fort Lauderdale in itself as a city, as you asked, is trying to mirror Miami almost. Miami's grown, now Fort Lauderdale's growing, and it's a really good place to live.
Geographically in Florida, we're right between Miami and Palm Beach. And so again, we're called the Venice of America. So, you know, you think of, again, Italy. So we have all the canal system here that works through.
When I was 18 years old, I came to Fort Lauderdale on spring break. And the first boat show I went to, I believe, was 1979. And it was a fraction of this size. It was one section of yachts.
And today we have the 5th day of the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Shows. We have over 1,600 boats here on display, over 600 in water. And this is the largest boat show in the world.
I'm from New York. I just came to visit, and I specifically wanted to see the boat show because I love boats. And I've never been here before. I wanted to check it out.
You know what? I'm showing my youngest son, first boat show he comes to, what he has to work hard for.
Yeah.
Utopia 4 is a fusion between know-how, wish of the owner, and area where the vessel will be used. This year we have a 63-meter burn for this kind of area. When you think on a vessel that the top speed is 33 knots, you must have the really know-how to build on a boat where the level, the perception of the luxury is in accordance with the other regular boats. 5 cabins in the lower deck, and a huge master cabin in the main deck, big main saloon with dining area, and the upper deck, another saloon. These vessels are saloon transport. .33 knots. Top speed, cruising speed 26, and with economical speed, the vessel can cross also the Atlantic. The cost of this vessel is 53 million euros, and the delivery time is 3 years.
We've been here for 5 days and we sold 5 cars already. We sell a lot of cars at the boat show because the boats are so much money. The car seems to be a much better deal. And that's why we do it. But this is a very rare one. We brought specialty cars here. I have a Bentley also here, if he likes Bentleys. It's a lot less money. This car new was $530,000. We're selling it here at the boat show today for $279,000.
I actually flew in from Colorado just for this boat show. I actually had no idea how immense it was. You literally have to spend about 3 days to even slightly touch the volume of this boat show. It's unbelievable.
We're here from Arizona and we're looking at a boat to buy to retire to in San Diego. There are a lot of beautiful boats here, a lot of big choices, and it's absolutely beautiful. Recommend it to anybody.
25 to 30% of our business is represented here at the show today.
So the good news is we don't choose the boats choose us. And so seeing it's the most important and significant boat show in the whole world, every major manufacturer wants to come here and display whatever the latest, greatest may be.
Well, a lot of people trying to get into the yachting, they want to have their first yacht, they'll go for a brokerage boat. It's like houses, really, you know? You move into one house, you move into another one 5 years later. You're on board the Yacht Rebel, the 157-footer. It's just a floating hotel. And they want for nothing. On this boat, you just come aboard and you put your toothbrush in and you go. It charters out at $165 a week plus all expenses. She's on the market currently at $17,750,000.
What we're presenting today is the debut launch of our R35. This is a completely carbon fibre design boat. As you can see, it's sprayed with an all-grip paint. What it's got in particular, it's carbon fibre, it's light, it's strong, and it's got an active foil system to keep it on the water. Hundreds and hundreds of people who've been taking photographs. I think it's the most photographed boat in the show.
This 4 days, just people spending the money, it's up to $1.5 million.
Welcome to the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show to Kass channel.
This is the Jupiter bike, world's most portable folding electric bike.
Welcome to Kass channel.
And so people come from 52 different countries. Most of the attendees, 54% of them, come from outside Florida. We have 110,000 people that will walk through these gates over the next 5 days.
Fort Lauderdale is the biggest show in the United States. People travel from all over the world to our show. This is where people come. It's the start of the boating season for the Caribbean.
We are definitely here with the option to buy a boat, also as well as pleasure looking around. Obviously, these boats behind me, I am nowhere near able to afford.
This one, it's the award for the best in the show, a very nice award that in this case is very similar to a Mangusta Maxi Open Profile. We just introduced this model that is the first time in the United States markets. It's the 3-deck displacement. Of course, we won before this one several other awards. One of, let's say, the most significant was the one for the base layout between 40 to 55 meters. The boat is so beautiful, we have a lot of features, so we have a lot of innovation, a big beach club, a huge infinity pool. Lot of natural light, so all the people when they're coming on board have never seen something like that one, and the boat speaking by herself. Not only the Americans, everybody, they love Italian style, Italian quality.
So I'm unfolding, again, it's 3 clamps. So here's the first clamp right here. Wheel pops out, and here's the second clamp. I lift up the handlebars. And then wheel pops out. Takes about 30 seconds when you're used to it. Power's on. There it goes. So the retail is $8.95, but we always have a show special going on.
This region's called the yachting capital of the world. So from Palm Beach to Miami, it's an $11.5 billion business that employs 136,000 people.
It's a market and a little bit of a boat show. People consider it's a market of selling all these yachts that we have out here.
We arrived here for the first time 5 years ago. And we fall in love immediately in this kind of area because it's the water entering the deep of the land. The people live a lot the vessel. There is the docking in front of the villa.
We're presenting the 102-foot Cherry Cantieri Navale CCN flying sport. The boat is capable of doing 40 knots, comfortably cruising at 32 knots with under a 6-foot draft. Yeah, the dash opens and closes to reveal your Simrad electronics. You're able to hide the electronics underway and keep the profiles of the boat clean. It doesn't really do anything for the performance of the boat. What it does, it provides some shelter from the captain, and it also provides shelter for the electronics.
We catch everybody's attention, not only with the outrageous design that we have, but also with the engines, with the sound. You know, we're trying to sell a dream here. We present here at the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show our Model Alpha, which we combine a luxury yacht with a race boat. This goes 90 miles per hour. We can go over 100 miles an hour with the top engines. We start at the twin 520 engines, which is 690 base price, and we go all the way up to 900,000 with the 860 engines.
Here we have the new Palm Beach GT50. It's a brand new product. The new GT series has been specially designed to have fun. It's a high-speed boat, excellent performing, very good rough sea capabilities, and it's just an all-round fun boat, and it's something new to the market. They're fantastic day boats, but you can definitely weekend on board this with a couple, no problem at all. This boat here you see sells for 1.6 million US.
So it's one of the largest economic events that happens in the state of Florida. A little over $857 million economic benefit to the state of Florida.
Bienvenue à bord du motoryacht Abbracci.
We'd like to welcome the Kass channel.
Welcome Kass channel.
Because I love boats.
We've got about 1,500 boats here and about 1,200 exhibitors. So it's a great place to be able to sell, do the B2C or the B2B side of business. And every exhibitor from around the globe comes here for that.
I heard about it for years and I just wanted to check it out. And I love yachts.
And the people, all the people are really friendly. The boating community is super friendly, and people who boat usually are nice and like to have fun.
Le luxe qu'on propose à bord de nos bateaux, c'est un luxe qui est intemporel. Nous voudrions montrer la qualité qui dure dans le temps. On est sur le 4e pont. En particulier, ici, on est dans le gym et on a la sauna, le hammam et une salle de massage. C'est un bateau de 55 mètres avec 10,5 mètres de large. C'est-à-dire, c'est un bateau très, très volumineux. Plus volumineux du 55 mètres qu'on propose en ce moment sur le marché. Quand on achète un bateau construit par Eisen, c'est un bateau qui ne perd pas de valeur.
A big deal is traveling. There are plenty of places to see in the United States. Everything from national parks to man-made structures, and the motor coach is definitely the best segue between all those places. Yes, so this will be the living room area. It's serviced by 2 air conditioners. The galley over here, the 24-inch induction cooktop, everything that you'd have at home. It is not crazy at all to come to a boat show with a coach. In fact, we have already sold this coach on the first day.
It is absolutely the place to be. They're expecting 110,000 people to the show this year. So far, the weather's cooperated and the crowds have been good. And it's, you know, the Caribbean is at our doorstep.
So when you have a boat show of this magnitude, all these hotels get filled up. All the Uber drivers have people in the back seat saying, take me to a restaurant.
Today we're in Fort Lauderdale at the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show, debuting the new Hudson PowerCat 48. There are so many windows in this boat that bring in so much natural light, not only up here in the salon, but down in the hulls as well. There's windows everywhere. This boat is configured with some interesting setups, more in a family or a charter configurations. The first one we've done with 4 cabins. So we have 4 cabins, 2 up, each with its own ensuite head, a VIP cabin to port, and then the master suite would be behind me here in the starboard hull. By having a lower labor cost, we can deliver a far superior product than a European yard or North American yard, just a better value.
This is the 43-foot metal shark. This is actually a prototype of the first of the 40-foot patrol boats for the U.S. Navy. She's actually a 43-knot speed lightship, and that's with the Cummins 490 horsepower diesels with the water jets. So this is going to be the next generation of patrol boats for the U.S. Navy in the 40-foot range. So it's very flexible. It can be reconfigured. We can put couches. We can put staterooms. It does have a little kitchen and a little bathroom, and we can embellish that. This boat in this configuration is about $1.5 million US dollars.
Gianna, you want a boat today? Call your aunt. Yes, you do.